Alright, in this video we're going to look at some basic things that you can do in Google Draw. In order to get there, you are going to click into your drive, and then you're going to click this new button. And now it doesn't show up in this list here, which would have been nice, but you just have to click more first, and then it's the second option for me, Google Drawings. And it'll open in a brand new tab. You have a lovely untitled drawing. The first thing you should do, just like you would with a blank sheet of paper, is give it a name. So, Google Draw Demo. Obviously you'll title it something that you will remember. I'm just doing this for an example. The next thing I want to talk about is this toolbar right here. It gives you most of the really good tools right there for you, and this will get larger or smaller based on what thing we are already in. So when you're using Google Tools, you can do lines. And if you use this little drop-down menu here, it gives you a bunch of different types of lines that you can do. Clicking here, and then here, and then here, and then here. It makes a curvy line, double-click to end. Ooh, I double-clicked too many times. You can also do shapes. So there's a shape button here. You have shapes, arrows, callout, and equations. These aren't quite like the first ones are helpful as shapes. I'm not really sure why those count as shapes exactly. But just starting with the basic shapes, I mean circle, squares, triangles, and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you just click and drag and it makes the shape for you. And then you can see our border just here, this toolbar just got so much bigger. Once you have a shape, you can change the color by clicking this fill color little button right here. It gives you a bunch of options. You can also click the plus size to make a custom color. You also have a border, so if I click off it, there's a little tiny border, I don't know if you can see. If I change the color of it to something you can actually see, let's try blue, there you go, blue you can actually see. And I can change the weight of it, I can make it a really thick border, and you can see how that changes it going around. Now, I don't really want that thick border, so we're going to make it go away. Now, what if I want to use this one to add text to it? All I have to do is, with this guy selected, double click, and now I can type stuff. Whatever kind of stuff I want to add to this, I can add in that text box. I can make it bigger if I start filling up too much of the stuff with text. If my letters aren't the right size or I don't like this font, all of my options are right up here. So I can use this drop-down menu to change how big or how small my letters are. I can use this drop down here for all these different fonts. You have so many font options, and there's even more fonts if you want to go and scroll through even more of these things. Click OK. Yay, it changed the type of font. If I want to change the color of my font, it's this button right here. I can change it to whatever color I would like. I don't really recommend red on pink because it's very hard to see and it's hurting my eyes. I don't know about you guys. But if I change it to a blue, obviously it becomes much more legible. You can see I clicked off of it, so my whole toolbar disappears. I just have to click back on it in order for it to come back. You've got your basic bold, italics, underlined. You can play with the spacing, so it can be to the left, to the right, in the middle. It can go on the top of the box, on the bottom of the box. All of that part is up to you. If you want, you can add numbers and points. I don't know why we would need that right now, but it's an option. If you want to make a copy of something, you just select it, and you go to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste, and now I have two of them. And I can change them separately from each other into whatever I would like. And those are the basics of Google Drawing.